Good morning, America. Today we are September 20th, and the title of this Cosmic Code newsletter is Area 51 Invasion, What Will Happen Today in Rachel, Nevada. You know, this brings back a lot of memories. When I think of the old days, when I was speaking there, you know, Rachel is a very, very small village. In fact, me and some of the top UFO speakers of the days in 1995 on, we used to sleep in motorhome. There's no hotels there. I don't think they built hotels since then. So that was interesting. That was interesting. Many of the guys that I was speaking with are dead now. They're gone. And those guys knew and were involved directly with Area 51 because those guys were in the Army and the Navy. Anyway, anytime I start my UFO slideshow, I kind of give respect to those guys for all the work that they did for the world of ufology. So that's my way of paying respect to those guys and make sure you, especially if you're young, remember the efforts, the time those guys spent, like I did all those years, to educate you on the reality of extraterrestrials. So more about it in a minute. I'm going to be on the air tonight with my good friend Rob, ex-Radio Zone. Okay, so because it's such a wide range type of radio, and because of so many time zone, the show is pre-recorded, and then I usually get the link pretty soon after that. So stand by because I'm going to give again, you know, some information about what's ahead of us. But again, I can only reconfirm that the only date I'm going to give or confirm tonight will be September 23rd and September 30th. These are my last two SOS to the world, deadly window that I will give the world for some reason that I cannot explain just yet. So if you want to know more about, you know, my prediction, my vision, or anything else, so there's only two ways. Okay. It's either you join Patreon or you become a Cosmic Coder. All right, so I'm going to be in the air tonight. Also, I'm going to be with Dr. J, my good friend. Dr. J is actually not very well today. So, you know, my prayer goes to my good friend. Hopefully his health's going to go back together so we can be on the air once again and serve you. So Dr. J, very soon. God knows what happened in between, I'm not sure. All right, so in the news, is California about to get hit by a hurricane for the first time in the US history? So again, by clicking on the link, you can see the pictures of that tropical storm now, Lorena, and with it, the possibility for that thing to become a little bit bigger and turn into a hurricane. So, you know, California seems to be a target for the reptilians. When you start to see things that are very, very unusual and aiming in a very specific state, it's a bad omen. That tells me that the reptilians again are manipulating the weather system to produce chaos, drama, and death on that state. So, like if the fire that were predicted are not enough, plus that big earthquake that I give on Dr. J, I give the exact date on Dr. J show. That these are omens that something bad is ahead. But again, you know, one thing I can assure you, whatever is going to happen in California can only and will only take place during my SOS to the world. And for your information, again, if you just jumped in, You may want to pay attention to my earthquakes prediction, because yesterday 2 big earthquakes took place during that negative deadly window timing that I gave again on the air, on the radio. So just pay attention. So the question is, in the entire history of our country, a hurricane has never made landfall in that state. So if such a things actually happen, it would be considered as an extremely unusual event. Okay. Well, right now there are 3 actually. Yeah, there are 3 quite dangerous tropical storms that are swirling in the eastern Pacific. So let's hope it stays down there. But if it comes up, this is not a good omen for California. So at that point, we can only pray. But again, the question remains, should you worry more about a hurricane or another earthquake? I tell you, my friend, if I was right in predicting the 6.6 that took place out there, maybe we should pay a little bit more attention. You're going to say, well, it's definitely the wrong time for me to stop doing this, but I have to respect my intuitive senses and what Draco is telling me not to give you those dates anymore. So it's kind of reason behind everything for me to do things. I'm not doing this to punish you. Okay, I'm doing this because I don't think it's a good thing to add more fear, more negativity, more anticipation for something definitely dramatic to take place in California, especially if you live there. And I'm going to go there in a few days, so I don't want anything wrong to happen. But if I'm going there, it's because I've checked the stars and it's safe. So in regards to Area 51 now, there's definitely something else eating Rachel. Never, it's not only this bunch of people congregating there is also the cosmic winds that are, you have to remember, can only be objective, my friends. The reptilians will use technology meaning Facebook, to lead you, to lure you into situations that are very, very unhealthy. But there are reasons behind it, and those reasons are critical, and they are very real, believe me. So when you click on the link, you're going to see the stars, all the cosmic winds that are affecting Area 51 today, okay, are right in front of your eyes. Of course, you do not speak God cosmic language. You don't have enough cosmic consciousness to make sense to what people call the pseudoscience, which is absolutely unbelievable real. Remember, all these appeal civilization didn't build their pyramid where they felt like. They built those pyramids facing very specific constellation for very specific purpose. And remember also, the religious infected matrix destroyed all those temples that was built by those erudite, very, very spiritual, smart people during those days, and they built their churches. They built their church on the foundation of those vortexes, and then you wonder why it literally exploded and poisoned the world. The reptilians are smart. They know what they're doing. All right, now, when I have a chart like this in front of me, immediately it's like a second language. And I think I'm good in learning languages, not only French, Italian, German, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of English, but I'm mostly really, really gifted in reading the hieroglyph of the universe. This is a very, very specific language. It's a language that depicts the life and death for some people who have totally lost their cosmic awareness, or did not even bother to learn about their relationship with the divine and God cosmic design. This is dangerous. So all of those stars and the dragon, all the information are going to be given in the Cosmic Code website. Of course, Patreon is a way to give you those newsletters, but the real place where you should be is the cosmic code. Believe me, not only for what I'm going to translate and what will happen over there, the legacy, but also for our regular various horoscopes, our daily guidance and forecasts that can help you if you have to take a trip, if you have to go someplace, to know, not just by looking at your regular calendar, but also looking at those stars. So basically, what type of cosmic winds are waiting those thousands of cosmic unconscious people who believe the government knows more than they do about UFO extraterrestrials? Those winds are not good. Okay, now let me tell you again. Your government, like you, does not know what's going on with extraterrestrials, with UFOs. Oh, we all know one of those ships fell in the desert of New Mexico, Roswell's. We all know the story. Came the army, they picked up the debris, they said it was a balloon. The next thing you know, everything goes in a hangar, and then from there transported to Area 51, and then all of a sudden, now the government, the army, the navy is working with extraterrestrials to develop technology. Whoa, wait a minute here, wait a minute. You've been fed such I wouldn't say a lie, because UFO speakers can only give you what they know, or what they heard, or what they read. Okay. Very rare are those like me, Travis Walton, who have had direct connection with those ETs. So enough, Travis was delegating the reptilians because the legacy of his experience are pretty horrific, while mine seems to be much more progressive and much more helpful and serve humanity. Again, the reptilians, negative, and the Draconis, positive. We understand that. So when they're telling you there are bases on the moon is hollow, there are bases under Antarctica, there is secret meeting with extraterrestrials and the president. Jesus Christ, do you think extraterrestrials will be remotely interested in Donald Trump? The way he is, the way he thinks, the way he behaves? I mean, it's pretty obvious that your president is infected. Every single word that comes out of his mouth is not to help foreigners and foreign land. Your president is totally cosmic and conscious. He has the power to dictate your future, yet he doesn't know who the hell he is. He has no idea of his own UCI, unique celestial identity. That is grave. That is very, very dangerous. As I said, the reptilians would make sure to put these type of people in power so they can create more chaos, more separatism, more war, more misunderstanding, more danger, more insecurity, and more hell, because this is the only way the reptilians can only survive. They are entities of darkness, evil, demons, as mentioned in Christianity, the devil. Okay. And on the other hand, you have the reptilians who are feeding from the sources of life number one, which is the sun, regenerating you, helping you, and then the same old story, positive, negative, up and down, black and white, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, to sit, to say, to feet. So understand that there is only 2 forces at work, and they are manipulated by those entities. And there is only 2 groups of extraterrestrials, the good and the one and the bad, okay? And a million names that you've heard, that you've read, that somebody created. There is so much that you need to digest. For example, I'll give you when I tell you your future is nothing else than the reincarnation of your thought, for example. Let me point it out. Let me ask you a question. You tell me, what was New York? What was Paris? What was Washington, D.C.? What was Miami 1,000 years ago? What was the car you're driving today, 200 years ago? What is the watch you're wearing on your wrist? The computers you're looking at? The microphone that I'm using or you are using? Tell me what that was 500 years ago. Nothing. Did you get it? Nothing. Yet it is there. Okay, so knowing the future is the reincarnation of the thought, we also are manipulating forces that allow us to enter different vibrational system. And the Draconis or the reptilians or the extraterrestrials, you know, are on a very different vibrational system. Is with our acceptance, our reality, that we are manipulating incredibly powerful forces that give birth to our reality. Now, remember, there is one very thin hair between divine information, cosmic as far as I'm concerned, or pure imagination. You know, not everybody is set to attract those incredible experiences that breed incredible people that have incredible wisdom to share with you. Again, I'm not here to bash any of my colleagues that speaks about extraterrestrials or UFOs, okay? They have their repertoire of wisdom is absolutely phenomenal. They've been working. They have had their own experience. I'm not the only one. Neither is Travis Walton. Okay, even though that we are right at the top, we are right there in a very different realm. Understand the difference, okay? I have something good to offer. And it's important to realize, again, that those who are supposed to be the experts in their field very often are the least knowledgeable of what's really going on. But, you know, the reptilians put them in that position of power for a reason, so that they can you know, lead you into more darkness, into more confusion. So I understand that you would hate me if you had been following some of the top UFO speakers that have tell you something that you can relate and you have accepted because you have the same fear or the same UCI that generates, stimulate those fear of the government, those fear of power, those who fear anything and everything. And again, I repeat myself, this doesn't take away the reality of conspiracy. Remember, Dr. Turi doesn't exist anywhere. I'm not allowed on Facebook, not allowed on Wikipedia. I'm not allowed on LinkedIn. I'm not allowed on God Production that just fired me. I can't go anywhere. So you cannot tell me your conspiracy is not real. Conspiracy are very, very real. And I'm a target. Okay, why? Why am I a target? Maybe you should start to think. Why? Why you won't see me anywhere on this news media platform? Why? The reptilians don't want me there. And they infect the mind of those who have the option to give me that voice and that platform and that stage. Okay, they poison their minds, and the way they're doing it is so devious, it's so hidden, it's so inner, it's so complex that these people don't even know. They can be my best friend, and all of a sudden, oh, we don't want you. That's how it works. Okay, so if you want to know a little bit more about what will happen, what type of cosmic winds, if you want to know ahead of time what's going on, even in California, what's ahead out there, again, you know, join the Cosmic Code. I have been told not to give you anything for free anymore because we are getting to that nasty timing where you're going to realize my last 2 SOS to the world, deadly window, we speak tons. Then after that, if you're ready for me, I'll be there for you. Until then, my good friend, I really, really hope to see you very soon in LA. You know, I'm going to be doing that spiritual awakening series with my good friend Tom Deinheiser, Coast to Coast AM producer, George Norrie. We're going to discuss all sorts of interesting things. If you live in LA, I'm going to be there. And if I'm going to be there, you're safe to be there with me. So I'll never go anywhere without checking those cosmic winds. So there is a lot of things I'm going to be teach you, and you can ask your questions, and then face to face, being face to face, delegating with me, looking at your chart, because I'm going to have all this artwork in front of you to help you to assimilate your relationship with the divine and with God. Okay, then I'm going to tell you what's ahead of you and how to use those energy to your advantage to support all your wishes. If you have an ailment, if you're sick or anything else, when I hypnotize you later on, light, safe, it's very light. Then you're going to see the power of Draco working through me for you. And then you see the result after that. Until then, yeah, Dr. Turi is just someone, normal person. I am far from being normal. Now you know that. I'm the biggest weirdo on the planet. The only thing that different is I'm real. Okay? I'm a weirdo. Real weirdo, put it this way. All right, my good friend. Make it a beautiful day, and then we shall see you again. Bye-bye.